His mom just finished the time machine. Trunks unlocked Super Saiyan not too long ago, but it still wasn't enough to defeat the androids. As Trunks would sigh, he knew that this would be good enough. He knew that if he went back in time, he can help them. He can save them. He can save his timeline, save everyone. As he got into the time machine and went back in time to try to save Goku, but the machine malfunctioned. And instead of sending Trunks to, well, his timeline or the past or anywhere, it sent him to the Hazbin universe. As suddenly a portal would open up, as his time machine would go through, as Trunks would get out, he was shocked. The sky was red, the buildings were different. He clearly went too far back, or too far forward, or to some other planet or something. He would jump in to try to get it working again, but as he did, Alistair was fighting Sir Pinchus as a cannonball would go and hit the time machine. Now I know Trunks would be fast enough to dodge it or deflect it, but for the sake of this story, we're just gonna say he was too distracted to do so, too dumbstruck. After that, Trunks was stuck as he would scream, "No! No! No!" As then he would get pissed as he would fly towards the blimp that did it, as he would blow it up with one key blast, as Alistair would see this and be impressed. But he wouldn't want to say anything because he looked mad, as then Trunks would fly down and walk off, as he knew nothing about this world.
He knew nothing about the world around him, as he would sigh and simply sit down behind a building. As he simply sat there, Trunks didn't know what he could do. He failed everyone. This was their one chance to stop the androids, but he couldn't do it. He wasn't strong enough. He wasn't good enough. Trunks knew this now, and he knew that
he failed, as he unsheathed his sword and began to yell out of frustration, as he would start to swing his sword around, trying to get some anger out, as suddenly he would hear laughter. As he heard laughter, he would turn around. It was a hellhound and a few imps, as they would say, "You look like a human. I don't know how you got here, but hand over everything you have, or there'll be consequences." Trunks would say, "I'm not in the mood. If you stay here and fight me, I'll obliterate you all." As the imp would laugh and say, "You really think that will scare us? This is your last chance to leave in one piece." As the imp would pull out his weapon and begin to blast it at Trunks. It hit Trunks. It would absolutely annihilate him, causing him... I'm just kidding. Don't get mad in the comments. I'm just kidding, okay? Alright, I just want to throw that in there to see if anyone will get upset. Anyway, Trunks would just look at them all as the bullets did nothing, as he slowly walked towards them as he pulled out his sword and simply sliced them all in half. As they all fell to the floor, Trunks would sigh and say, "What a waste." Trunks would simply go off and, well, he would help people. Now, Trunks really felt like he wasted his life. All this time training, all this time trying to avenge future Gohan, it was all for nothing. But that still doesn't mean he didn't care about others. And he would learn that he was in hell eventually. That gave him an idea. Maybe he could leave hell. Maybe he can get out of here. As Trunks would fly, he would try to fly out of the sky, but some magic barrier would keep him there. As he kept trying to fly, he would eventually try to blast his way out, but it would do nothing, as this infuriated him. As Trunks would simply sigh. As he was looking for any way out, months would pass, as it seemed like he had no hope. But just then, an exorcism began, as exorcists flew down from the sky. As exorcists rained from the sky, he would see nothing but destruction. Trunks has heard about this, and this was just a natural law. Should he get involved? But then he had flashbacks of the androids. These angels acted just like them. Even if it was some holy order from above, this was wrong, as he would fly towards one of them and blast them away with a key blast. This shocked the exorcist, since he looked like a human. And well, he had no demonic energy coming from, but he had this strange aura. As they all stared, they began to shake, and Trunks would say, "Who is your leader?" As Adam would land and say, "Holy crap, are you from heaven? How'd you get down here?" As Trunks would say, "No, but take me to heaven. Take me to Earth. Take me out of this universe." As Adam would say, "I don't know what you're talking about, pal, but you're pissing me off."
As Adam would then begin to shoot lightning right into Trunks' body, as Trunks fell back, it did nothing, as he said, "Well, I don't know why I thought that would hurt me. I can sense how weak you are. That's on me." Ada would say, "Weak? You really think I'm weak?" As he began to summon more magic to try to attack Trunks, but it did nothing, as Trunks would simply just kick him away. As then, Adam would start to get more and more infuriated as he would fly towards Trunks. As Trunks would fly at him, Adam would say, "You don't have wings, how are you?" Trunks would say, "I am." As suddenly Lucifer would walk in and say, "That's enough. You can stop."
Trunks would say, "Why should I take orders from you? You're the king of hell, Lucifer, a bad guy." Lucifer would say, "Ouch, that hurts. I know a way for you to get back." Trunks would land and follow Lucifer. As he followed him out, Trunks would say, "Why do you let the exorcists happen? None of your business. Besides, you've done it now." Trunks would say, "What? No one knows how to use ki here, except for me, but I keep that hidden. If you fight exorcists like that, heaven might be able to learn, and they could cause even more damage. I just hope they didn't pick up on your tricks." As Lucifer and Trunks would begin to talk, Trunks would get to know Lucifer, as Lucifer would say, "Now, what timeline did you come from?" As Trunks would start to tell him everything, Lucifer would say, "Interesting. I can get you back, but it will take me some time. I have to gather the magic and gather the resources." Trunks would say, "You can't just send me back. Something like that takes a lot of time and effort. And your little machine, well, it destroyed, the basic physics of this universe. It won't be easy for me to recreate." Trunks would say, "Where do I go until then? You've been living on your own till now. What's the problem? I've been sleeping on the streets. I don't like that." As Lucifer would say, "Well, I would let you live with me, but having some strange human male live with me might be bad for press. And I heard it get a lot of bad press, and sometimes no press at all, because I'm too depressed." "You know what I'm saying?" Trunks would say, "No, I don't." As he would say, "Let me get my daughter here." As eventually Charlie would come, as Trunks would open the door.
He would say, "Is that a human? Dad, are you dating him?" "No, why would you think?" "Well, I'm not opposed to. There's nothing wrong with." "No, I just..." Lucifer would say, "Listen, I need you to give him a place to stay." Charlie would say, "The whole hotel's about redemption. Then he'll help out however he can. He can fly and blast lasers out of his hands. He'll be fine. Just go." Trunks would say, "It's not laser, it's key. Whatever, just leave." As Trunks would leave with Charlie, Lucifer would sigh and say, "Does my daughter think I like boys?" As then we cut to Trunks and Charlie. As Trunks would show up at the hotel, Vaggie would pull out her weapon and say, "Who is this?" As Trunks would pull out his sword and say, "Nice to see someone appreciates a good hand-to-hand weapon." Trunks would then swing his sword at Vaggie, holding back a lot to say the least, so he doesn't destroy her. As Vaggie would barely be able to block it, Trunks would say, "Not bad. Maybe I can teach you some things." Vaggie would say, "Who is he?" Charlie would say, Dad wanted him to stay here for a bit. He's probably his boyfriend. He just doesn't want to, come out about that." Trunks would say, "I'm not into guys." Charlie would say, "Don't be ashamed of it." And Trunks would just go, whatever. As he was pretty depressed at this point, so I didn't really bother him. As then Trunks would just stay at the hotel, as he would meditate and try to train his ki. As all this has been going on, Trunks has been missing his mom, been missing everything. And most of all, he felt guilt, he felt shamed, he failed his teacher Gohan. As he continued to sit there and meditate, someone would walk up to him. It was Alistair. Alistair would say, "Very interesting." Trunks would say, "What?" "You're that man from earlier. I can tell, You seem, powerful, very powerful. You know Lucifer can send you back, right? You don't have to do this." Trunks would say, "What?" As then he would fly right towards Lucifer and punch him down the wall. "You told me." Lucifer says, "About time you figured it out." As he would blast a ki blast at Trunks. As then Trunks would go and punch him, as they both would begin to battle each other. Lucifer would turn into his buff form. This would shock Trunks and say, "What? Why are you so buff?" As then he would go Super Saiyan and say, "Because I've been hiding this power forever." As then Lucifer would fire at him with magic, as Trunks would use a Kamehameha, learn from his mentor. As they both began to clash, the entire world began to shake, as the reality would start to be destroyed. Darkness would cover. As then Trunks would wake up in the time machine, as he passed out so tired from worrying all night, that it all was a dream. He got out of the time machine and saw the past timeline, as he knew that Goku was about to show up soon. Trunks was shocked. I guess it all didn't matter though. What a crazy dream, he thought to himself. But as he was walking down, for a split second, he would see Lucifer. And that's going to leave things off. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. It would mean the world to me. Now, I want to do a Dragon Ball one because I haven't done that in a while. And I've kind of stopped watching Dragon Ball ever since Daima came out. I just never really got into it, you know what I mean? Dragon Ball Super was a great show. I loved it. And maybe I'll give Daima another chance, because Daima had its own interesting premise, and there was some fun parts about it. So I feel bad. Maybe I'll give another chance. I don't know. But there's also a bunch of other stuff I want to watch, I want to do, and I'm really, really excited about One Punch Man Season 3.
because that's coming out soon. It'll come out in like 2 months. When that happens, I'll upload a few One Punch Man videos. And if it does really well, I'll upload What If I Was Reincarnated as Saitama. It'll probably be a gag where I'm extremely overpowered and stuff like that, but I really think that would be interesting. Reincarnation videos are always fun. They remind me of like isekai anime. I always wanted to make my own isekai or make my own anime of anything or cartoon, but I just suck at drawing. I just gave up. So yeah, I guess I just do parodies instead. I tried making a channel where I tell my own stories, didn't do as well. I mean, I'll probably come back to it eventually. I've just been busy for weeks, and I had to prioritize this one. But, you know, it is what it is, and stuff happens, you know what I mean? Also, I've been 1 hour a day, I've been doing the WhatsApp page. I think it's called the Wattpad or something like that, where you make your own book and something. I made one. It took me like a long time to make. I was so happy about it. It was only an hour read, and the average book is like 5 hours to read. So yeah, kind of. I mean, I thought I made it really long, you know, and it was only an hour. Kind of bummed me out, but honestly, I still think it did quite well. And yeah, I might. You can't link it to your YouTube channel, sadly, but maybe I'll find a way. Maybe there'll be a way to link it. I don't know. Maybe they'll update it, but yeah. I know you can link your Discord and other stuff. Maybe because it allows spicy content, so maybe that's why YouTube doesn't want you to link it. I don't know. If you know why, let me know in the comments below and stuff like that. And let me know if you'd be interested to read one of my stories if I ever made one. Been thinking about making original characters for a long time, but you know, just never been able to do it or never been able to get into it. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any advice for that, let me know. And if any of you guys are good at making stories and stuff, let me know. You know what I mean? Maybe we could do like a collab. I don't know. But yeah. Now, my thing, if you want to collab with me, I'm fine with that. But I have 2 rules. 1, if it's a what if video, it doesn't matter. Just upload a video to your channel. I'll upload the second one. 2, if you want to collab on Discord or something, I'm not going to hang out with you if you're a minor. I'm not going to do it. Now, the reason is because, well, with all these YouTubers and stuff like that, I don't even want to be around one just to, you know, because I feel like that's weird. That's my one rule. I never talk to minors on the internet. That's my one rule. So if you're a minor, I can't do it. Now, if someone comments on a YouTube channel and I like leave a comment, that's different. But, you know, if you want to collab with me, you have to be a certain age. But yeah, that's my only rule. Love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Peace out.